the weed every day.
Welcome back, everyone, to the third segment now, and third and final of High Noon. And we have our guest, Sarah Hess.
Hi.
Of course,
Yay.
it's Jessica and Joanna.
Yep.
We're in Sarah's backyard in lovely Highland Park. We are neighbors, and this is the Vape Queen Palace.
Yes.
Vape Palace.
Right, it's the Vape Palace, and we are sitting with the Vape Queen herself.
Yes.
In my
Thank
fairy
you.
tale backyard.
Right, right. And so we want to ask you, Your Highness, about
You may.
Yes, we bequeath your opinion
yes, concerning
regarding
matters of great urgency.
yes and legality.
That.
Yes, we would love to know your stance, your opinion on the recent outcome of the election. Thoughts?
Like specifically Prop 64.
Specifically the Proposition 64, right?
Yes.
very importantly, yes.
Yes. Well,
But in general as well. I mean, just election. How do you feel?
Here's a
well,
bad one.
okay, yeah, seriously.
In terms
for-
of marijuana,
and-
yeah. I mean, like
as far
narrow
as
it down.
as far as the proposition goes, like it's a fact. You know, at
Yeah.
this point, it's a fact. But the law hasn't come into effect yet. I think like right now it's a gray area, and people are very confused. I'm sure that plenty of dispensaries thought like did like zero research and like started, you know, just like selling recreational weed, which isn't technically legal yet, and it's not going to be legal at least for another year.
Excuse me, so please stop doing that. We don't want you to close down.
Yeah, please don't do
Please
that.
don't.
So right now it's still just medical marijuana, and it's legal to give someone weed. And you can be given weed even if you don't have a medical marijuana card.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
That is a lovely
So that
improvement.
is cool. Yeah,
Right,
so that is
Everyone-
very cool. Like
everyone
if your
should
grandma
know-
has cancer.
Yeah, reiterate,
whatever.
you if you are a medical marijuana patient and you acquire weed legally, you are
You're allowed to
now
give it to
legally able to give that weed to someone who is not a medical patient.
Yep.
Right.
Someone that may not be able to get it for whatever reason, or
That is called the loophole because it is legal for you to now possess marijuana in the state of California, but it is still not necessarily legal for you to obtain it by
Right.
means
It's
of donation.
also still very much discriminated against.
Yeah.
So, for example, I know people who have jobs where they have to operate heavy machinery,
okay.
who aren't allowed to have that job if they have a medical card. And
Oh,
I just found out
that's
today
unfortunate.
that you can't buy a firearm if you have a medical marijuana recommendation.
I
It
didn't
is
know that.
actually a law in California. They do a check on your medical records,
That is
and
so bizarre
if-
because so many hunters drink.
That's
They-
what I was gonna
they-
say.
they
You
go
got
out
a
and
whole
get
lot of
drunk.
alcoholics
I mean,
with firearms.
you could write a book about the double standards and the differences with like alcohol and marijuana
do that.
and all that. Yeah, but
And the book would be called America.
yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
But well, I mean, a lot of things that are taboo in this country are completely accepted in other countries. I think, you know,
Because
having
like you said, it's not the thing, it's the relationship
yeah,
to
it's your
the thing.
relationship to it, and you know, one of the gifts of like having, I've lived on 5 continents. I've moved every 2 years my whole life, and so I've seen a lot of perspectives about a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
So I think that's given me like kind of a slightly more, I don't know how I would describe my political perspective, but like a lot of,
I want you to pause.
Yeah.
The metro's coming.
oh, it's far. Yeah. Oh, no, there it is.
Yeah. I was like, I heard it honk. I heard it honk. That's how I knew. It made
Ooh,
big
I like that one too.
All right.
So yeah, I've moved around all over the world. Basically, I've lived in a lot of different places, including the country that is known as like the pioneer of legalizing marijuana, the Netherlands.
Right.
And you know, I see a lot of like the perspective that the personal attitudes towards marijuana, I think, can change, but like the financial, the economic attitudes, I think are what actually changes law in the United States. I think it's lobbying. It's, you know, for all we know, it's tobacco lobbyists who kept marijuana illegal in a lot of places, or it's, you know, it's Anheuser-Busch
Oh, I'm sure there are plenty of enemies.
I'm sure
even still.
every industry, because of the cannabis plant, every industry does not want.
Every industry that the cannabis plant can compete with.
Every single
like,
one.
One of the most fundamental issues with a lot of progress in the United States, but specifically the medical industry, and this is the reason that I felt it was too complicated to become a doctor, was because
you were
what doctors prescribe to you is often informed by how some sort of drug advertiser has treated them. So maybe they got wined and dined by a pharmaceutical sales rep, and so then they're suddenly telling you, like, you might have rosacea, you should try this. People really have gotten to a point where they will like almost fabricate or invent ailment for you or exaggerate like what you actually need in order to make money. And so there is a I guess it could be problematic that if weed starts to be treated like that, but I don't think it would. I know that a lot of people are worried that the quality will go down. I think that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
That.
I mean,
weed
in California does not suck,
but it doesn't,
so I just don't really see that.
It doesn't necessarily mean that it will happen.
Like in my opinion,
could,
in my opinion, like coming from an outsider's perspective, then coming to California, it is truly medical grade here. Like it's medical.
Yeah.
This is not what I was smoking when I was 12 and playing Mario Kart. You know? This is like real like positive, amazing developments, but it's very different. I mean, obviously I support it being accessible, and the recreational aspect will make it hopefully less an object of judgment.
Less stigmatized.
Yeah, less stigmatized, and I think that's really important. But to me, it still is very much something that has a lot of medical use to it, so there's that.
Yeah.
I guess I'm not saying that it should remain a medicine, or a prescription only thing. But to me,
the medicinal aspects cannot
I don't want that
be,
to be lost in the recreationalizing of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that's absolutely, and I think that very much echoes Joanna's and I's sentiments as well.
Okay.
I mean, the medicinal aspects cannot be denied, as much as corporate greed in other industries may want to try to get you to believe it doesn't have these benefits, but it really does.
I recently found out that our brains have cannabinoid receptors.
Mm-hmm. Oh, of course. Yeah.
This is something that is hardwired into our biology.
It's natural.
It's
people.
It's natural.
It's natural.
Like
in
there's
the
something
same way,
sitting in your body waiting to receive the chemicals that cannabis has. That's what that means.
Much like your body receives vitamin E or any other nutrient or mineral.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So do not be ashamed. Do not be afraid. If you wish to partake in marijuana, do so. Please enjoy yourselves, be yourselves, and join us every week for another episode of High Noon.
Thanks.
Thank you guys for having me on your show.
Thank you for having us in your space. This has been wonderful, right, everyone? Wonderful.
Smoke the weed.
Thank you so much.
The generation.